Are you trying to sell your home but not getting good offers? Are you wondering if it's the market or perhaps there's something wrong with your house? Are you trying to price your house high and then negotiate downward? Well, today we're going to cover 6 things that home sellers often get wrong in today's market, right now. The first thing that sellers often get wrong in this market is overpricing their home. Many sellers think that their home is worth much more than the home that recently sold down the street. And that's because they have a new paint job or recently remodeled the kitchen, or they think they have better curb appeal in the home that recently sold. But realistically, the home that sold down the street in the past 30 days is probably a good indicator of what your home is worth, at least at first brush. So you should be priced in that general price range. One tip, however, it's always better to be priced slightly below what you believe your house is worth to bring in more buyers, because the more traffic you get, the better chance you will have of getting a better offer. Think of a marketing funnel. And by the way, I'm describing a normal market versus the 2021 hot sellers market when interest rates were 3% and homes were selling in 3 days. If you attract 100 buyers to your listing online, you may get 10 to 20 that actually come out and see it. Out of the 10 to 20 that see it, you may get 4 or 5 who are very interested in your home and want to place an offer. Then out of those 4 to 5 offers, you will probably get 2 to 3 who are very solid buyers. The second thing sellers often get wrong is not allowing home showings. Many sellers feel uncomfortable having people walk through their home, and that was especially true during COVID. I still see this in the winter when sellers are afraid that buyers are going to be bringing snow into their home, but this is a huge mistake. As soon as your home is listed, you want to bring in as many buyers as possible. Many buyers have been looking for a long time and not finding what they want. So as soon as your home comes on the market, your home may be the home they've been looking for, and they will jump on the opportunity to see it and quickly make an offer. And if the home sits too long on the market, buyers may assume that something is wrong with it. Now, if you're working out of your home, you can always time block your showings. The system that the Salt Lake area MLS uses is called Showing Time. And with that system, you can time block non-showing times, which agents can then schedule around. Remember, however, that your buyers are also working, and they may only be able to see your home during lunch, after work, or on weekends. Finally, it's very important to not be in the home when your buyers are looking at it. They'll ask you a ton of questions that could really hurt your chance to sell it. Or they'll zip through the home, tell you it's lovely, and then move on to the next house because they really don't want to intrude on your time or hurt your feelings. And finally, nothing is more frustrating for a buyer than to have the seller walk around and show them every detail about their house, most of which the buyer probably doesn't care about. The third area many sellers get wrong is staging. You want to stage your home in an attractive way that brings color to the house, but does not visually clutter the home. In general, the less furniture you have, the bigger the home looks. However, you don't want to show an empty home. Just put enough furniture so that the buyer can mentally substitute their furniture for yours. And one tip, the more pictures you have on the wall or on the refrigerator, the more cluttered it looks. Now, the buyer knows that you're moving and would expect to see boxes ready to move, but don't leave them around the house. Keep them in the garage. The fourth area many sellers get wrong is focusing too much on the offer price in the offer. Now, the offer price is important, of course, but a smart seller will look at the total package. How much is the earnest money? What is the down payment? Is the loan conventional, or is it FHA or VA? What are the deadlines in the offer? What is the due diligence, finance, and appraisal deadline? You don't want to keep your home off the market for too long if the buyer is going to cancel, and those deadlines are critical. Another item, you really don't want to move all your belongings out of the house if there's a chance that the buyer may cancel. Once the buyer is beyond the finance and appraisal deadline and their lender says all is in order, then there's a pretty good chance that the sale will close. Now, if you're buying another house at the same time you're selling yours, be sure to coordinate your deadlines with those of your buyers. The fifth area many sellers get wrong is jumping on a too good to be true offer. There are many buyers out there, including corporations, who will place offers on multiple homes and then cancel all but one before their last deadline. Kind of like a stock option. They are tying up several homes and then picking the best one at the last minute. I have found that selling a home to a regular buyer who has fallen in love with your home is usually safer than trying to sell your home to an investor who has never seen it. Even though the offer from the investor who hasn't seen your home is fantastic, there's a strong chance that the investor will cancel when they find a home out there that pencils out better. Find out as much as you can about the offer. Now, your agent can find out if the buyer has physically seen the home versus just having seen it online. Now, not all online offers are bad. I'm just speaking from experience, as to the types of offers that have a higher chance of closing 30 days from now. The sixth area many sellers get wrong is micromanaging everything their realtor does. If you did a good job in picking your realtor, chances are that your realtor has sold many more homes than you have. Also, chances are that your realtor has seen most of the competition in the neighborhoods around your house. Also, your realtor will have gotten feedback from many buyers as to what's really important to them versus what you might think is important to a potential buyer. Let them sell the house. That's their job. Your realtor is going to key on 4 or 5 major selling points of your house and will want to make them very obvious to the online buyer. Having said all that, be sure to tell your realtor everything you can about the house, because a huge selling point that you know about may not be obvious to the casual person looking at the home. For example, you may have put in brand new windows, a new roof, a new air conditioner and furnace. These are very important items that many people will not notice as they walk around. A good realtor will communicate to you the comments the buyers are making about your house. For example, I always ask the buyer agent 3 questions after they show one of my listings. First question is, how did the house show? What I'm looking for is ways to improve the way the house is presented. Did it smell good? Was it clean? Was it too cluttered? The second question I ask is, how were we priced? The buyer agent is showing many homes to their buyers, and I want to know how we compared. Most will say about right or too high. Very few say too low. And then finally, is your buyer thinking of making an offer? I then communicate all of these answers to my sellers as soon as they come in from the buyer agent. By being aware of these 6 items, you as a seller will maximize your chance to get the best offer in the shortest period of time. Now, if I can help you in any way, please give me a call at the number in this video. And be sure to watch my video on a 2-to-1 buy down, which is really hot right now, and it can help you sell your house. Thanks, appreciate it.